Programming. That is right. This is the third night you've heard me in a row. Helped out with the Xfinity guys last night. Helped out with the MoPower guys on Monday. We are back on schedule for the Cup. Off tomorrow again for Xfinity, but we know how to do that. Myself, the one and only, making a cameo up in the booth tonight. The guy from over the pond who was too scared to swim over here in a Speedo, Robbie Racing. Plus, somebody who said, you know what, I don't want to get my team points tonight. KMS doesn't need it, but I'll help out with the preset race anyway. The one and only Crab Legs. So what's up, gentlemen? We're going to accept these invites.
Started.
Yeah, we just blue screened again. Crab Leg up here, myself, Robbie. Thanks to everybody else, especially last night since we had a little technical issue. We are at New Hampshire. A lot of people love to hate this track, and a lot of people just love it. I don't know how they're going to do, but the preset guys, I would think, are going to want to run a car a little bit looser in the get that car to rotate. But you got to be careful about not getting a little tail happy on the outside. Custom guys might be a little bit different from what I heard from some of the custom guys. That second high line, getting that third lane up here in the Highline style at New Hampshire could work out for him too. But thank you for tuning in tonight. We are joining in right now. Crab Legs, Robbie, myself up here doing it, and we are racing. And the one and only Daddy is out in the lead. He is out there in the 11 car. That 11 car.
Yeah, I definitely think Caliber's going to be one of those drivers to watch tonight.
I don't think that. I mean, he's only up here on pure luck right now.
I mean, he's had a strong season all night. He's been fairly, not all night, all season. And he's been fairly consistent as well. Jake's another one, always a force to be reckoned with. But you can't leave out Big Dane whatsoever. I mean, he'll sit there in a top 5 for God knows how long, but when it comes to the crunch, he's going to look for that pole position and try and take this race.
Big Dane, too, our last week's winner, man. He was well-deserved. 0 stage wins, but got that W as the 20 is getting into the back of that 24. It looks like that's a move right there. He's not trying to wreck him. That's a move that says, hey, I'm a little bit faster.
As Jake 24 caught the wall.
Yep.
Right there, too, off the corner, trying to push it to keep that spot.
Robbie.
And now he's dropping like a rock.
Yeah, scraping the wall here is detrimental.
We're gonna see.
Well, we just saw one right there, and it's way early in this race, too. But great battle back here, that 20 of Big Dane, last week's winner. Again, no stage wins, but got that big flag, and the week before that got both stage wins, was most dominant car, just couldn't get it done at the end. Something fell off a little bit back there, but Mick Lovin out there in YouTube land, that is right. Tonight is, again, before we forget, if anybody else tune in, this is JCR presents the Preset Cups here at New Hampshire. JCR was brought to Giggity. Oh, hard contact by Jake.
Oh,
that's
like what just nailed Flirt. Looks like he just nailed him.
Hard contact. But yeah, so thank you, Mick Lovin out there too in YouTube land for bringing that sponsor over here. JCR is going to sponsor the Giggity Racing Series, and a little bit of an absentee from him on the track last night. Had other obligations. Tried to give the doors for somebody else to win, and Wide Open did that last night. But big battle up here for the lead between these two cars who battled it out last week between Daddy and Big Dane. Do you think Big Dane's going to call him Daddy if he wins?
No, Country will be calling him Daddy because that is Country's dad. Big Daddy himself.
If we see a bump and run, somebody's going to be calling somebody else some sort of name, so I'm not sure if it's going to be Daddy.
Yeah. Well, A-Trout back out here in that 8... Yeah, I'm going through the field here real quick. A-Trout out here, he missed last week, man. Great to have you back out here. And he's running up there in that 21 car. That is the Patton running that. Whose car is that? Oh, that's right, guys. That is the one and only Fluffy as an I-League car, or E-Race car, though. Great to have Fluffy still aboard of Giggity Racing. He will be a part of next year also, but represent for one of his buddies, Private Pat, always wanted to keep an eye on. But good battle back there for 4th and 5th between A-Trout and who's that? Who's that in the 4 car? Who is that?
That's old Duck.
Oh, that's right, the Quackmaster himself. Battle for the lead. We got. Big Dane drives her in deep, and see we're already utilizing that second and third lane. He's going to take the pass. That's going to open up the gate right there, too. Private Patton up to second, and Daddy back to third. He's going to be Mr. Daddy if he doesn't win this race now.
Well, it looks like father just took son to school right there.
Oh, that's facts. That happened. That happened. Looks like he took him to the closet and pulled the belt out on him with that move. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If Country gives Dane the bump and run here, you may see the belt coming at her. They take that phone away for a few weeks.
Oh yeah, take the iPad away. You're only allowed to eat with a plastic fork, and you only can have hot dogs and cheese for dinner, bread and water. But 88 back here. Who is this 88? Why is he not in bed making a cameo appearance tonight? He has been locked in, has been absentee for a little bit, but Mr. Snooze Man himself, go to bed. UK Wildcats has got a lot of pressure from another good guy out there, Tackleberry, and that's 16 right there. So looks like UK needs to knock the bed bugs off the pillow right there, or the dust off, I guess is another way to say it, because he is not in his typical front-running position as of yet.
Looks like the 19 just caught the wall again there. He's running back in the back. Mr. Flirt,
I talked to him just a little bit earlier too, and he wasn't feeling too well today, so we're hoping you do feel better, man. He's just trying to get some things done. Not a big field. Pro 75 again last week had an emergency happen. Hope everything works out for him, but this is a playoff push for these Cup guys. They playoff push. It is a win, and you got to get in. That's the only way for some of these people. Pro being one of those guys, because again, next week we will start. And where are we going, boys and girls? Where's that place up in New York? You got to turn right a little bit. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Honestly, couldn't tell you. I don't really race those tracks where you have to turn right. So.
Oh yeah, we know. It looks like you're not even out on the track tonight, so it doesn't look like you race at all, Muddy.
No, that is true.
So tired.
Well, my thing was I didn't really have anything to race for, and I don't know.
Oh, except for your team and your captain in points, as we are in a close battle for third and fourth in the championship owners' points. But that's all right. We don't need owners' points, Krabby. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, where are the KMS guys? Where's Big Jim and where's Mr. Blake?
Big Jim's out on a holiday. Still, I got to talk to him. I had talked to him for a couple weeks there.
Car in the wall.
I'll make sure he was all right. That is 8 yes.
Pit entrance. Just nailed it.
And Blakey T is at work, so my one and only hope for preset points tonight is in the booth.
Oh, well, maybe you get points for this, since I'm participating in something at least.
Well, you get docked 10 points for that mustache I just saw, man. That thing is creepy looking.
Oh, well, gotta do what I gotta do.
It happens. Well, like I said, I'll have my cat come over and lick that thing off your upper lip later, but let's not take away from this action as new leader Big Dane is now sitting back in second. Quack trying to make a move on Dad. Here comes Private Patton leading them around this tight paperclip shaped Hampshire. Yeah, that wall looks like Dad just went to school again clipping that wall, man.
It was actually quite interesting how Patton actually took the lead. Big Dane's been running this kind of strange line. It's not a line I would use. Now, some of us know when you get onto lane 1 on this track, it's a little bit slippery on exit, and that happened to him coming out of turn 4, and PVT he waited for his mistake and went, thank you very much, I'll take that pole position.
Yep, that's exactly where it happened right there. McLovin again out there in YouTube land said he's excited for the Glen. Not more than I am, buddy. I know how fast you are, but that's like me taking you to Lima for a flat track. I am just going to straight spray you up in the high wide, the handsome line with the pea gravel, show you how it works, put the foot up on the pegs, and just straight lead you in the dust, buddy, at the Glen. I love it. That is my one chance there, too. I get myself locked into Homestead, but that is next week. Here comes Jake on the inside of Dad. Another mistake right there. I think that the 11 car is starting to fall off a little bit.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, they shouldn't have to pit for fuel this stage. So if you can save your tires and make it to the end of the stage, it could set you up for be in a better spot later on. So that's something to keep an eye on here as we go through stage 1.
Yeah, and I appreciate you too. Right before the broadcast, you reached out. You're trying to figure out everything. Private Patton's got a couple second lead right there. Not a couple second lead, couple car lead right now, pulling away from that 20 of Big Dane. But you looked it up, so unless we see a yellow, and those things have been very inconsistent, which is a good thing. So a lot of those guys might be praying for it, but we'll see what happens.
Party chat earlier, there hadn't been a caution in a preset cup race in 3 weeks, so it'll be interesting to see if we can keep the streak going here tonight.
Yeah, this is one of those very tricky tracks. It is, like I said earlier, you love to hate it or hate to love it types of things. It is a very consistent track too. It is a rhythm track, as Blakey would say.
Yeah, I mean, you're full throttle, 7 on the brakes, off throttle, full throttle, 7 on the brakes, off throttle. It's just...
Now that I think about it, KTatty is not going to be able to make it tonight. He is out. Also, he's taking care of some business as Jake is back there clipping the wall. I don't think KMS is going to have any Cup participants tonight. That is going to be very detrimental to our championship points. No offense, I just now thought about that.
Well, what I should have done, if I wanted to be in the broadcast booth, I should have started and parked it.
Yeah, we could at least use that one point.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's all right. No harm, no foul. Don't worry about anything. We had a good showing this week. Rub got the W at Phoenix in the custom truck race that is going to go down in Giggity history. That is now on TikTok also, but great battle back here again. Quackmaster is trying to hold on, get to that second position around Big Dane, and Jake has worked his way back up there, and the 11 car... El Papi is, they're 3 wide. This isn't going to be, wow, that's not going to,
And he just sent Dane in the corner. Wow.
Yeah, Quackmaster backed out of that right there. Jake is on a mission. Yeah, Jake's trying to get back up there.
To quote the great Rick Allen, championship implications here at New Hampshire right now.
That is correct, yes. Again, the last race, to get a win and you're in. A lot of these guys have been locked in on points, and if you choose to dip out tonight,
they get... again.
Look at that. That just doesn't work. Oh, Big Dane not going to give it up. Here comes Quackmaster. He's going to go below that yellow line. Can he make it stick? Grass is flying. Still 3 wide coming out of the corner. Here comes the 11. Big Dane at 24 drag racing. As for the 11 and the 4 car. Great battle back here for these guys.
Looks like Jake got what he wanted. He's going to clear him probably off the 4 here.
Jake is definitely on a mission to get up there. He's got himself some wins. He is locked in, but he wants those points.
Oh, Dane gets to the bumper.
This is giving the chance for that 21 car up front to walk away from these guys. Almost a straightaway lead. Don't want to take our eye off of this battle right now. 20 car to the outside. The 11 of Dad right there with him. Big Dane pulled it just a little bit to the high side. Jake lead them around the pack. Now battle back here for 4th and 5th, or 3rd and 4th, excuse me. No, that is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. At the same time, they're going to try to do it through 2 wide again. Not a track that you typically want to see too, especially 3 wide racing. Quackmaster using that inside line. Those other guys getting a better drive off the inside. Cuts down below that little bit of the yellow line right there, does Duck. So here comes the 11 car. That 11 car is trying to get back up there. I do have reports out there too. Thank you again. Big Dane is a little loose off of exit reports. These guys are on presets, remember that. And you are a preset driver yourself. How hard, Krabby, is it to drive a preset car on a first stage, no caution, and not have your adjustment in to get where you want?
It's definitely challenging. I mean, you just gotta have to find that happy medium. Like, you want a tight car or you want a loose car? Because there's really no in between with the sliders once you get to a certain point.
Well, like too tight here, you won't turn too loose. You're off coming up. That is, like you said, happy medium. But you got to get it to rotate, 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 rotate. That is going to be the key word tonight. Besides patience, and we are still more than halfway through this first stage now.
I mean, I probably would have ran it more tighter because it'll get you to the end of the stage at least. You may not be fast to start off, but at least you're not busting loose from here to the end of the stage, because these guys should have about I'd assume about 15, 20 laps left.
Robbie, you're racing the custom race after this too. What do you think about this action and the lines these guys are racing, and do you think that's going to change for the custom race? Well, mate, I think my car's really good tonight. I think that second lane's going to work out real well. But you're going to have to utilize it and make sure that you're not in the draft when going down the straightaway. Thanks for your input, Robbie. We really do appreciate that. And whoever said earlier that I can't do two people at one time, crap, it's, yeah,
I mean, I've run customs here, and I like running custom setups here. I mean, it allows you to start off that first stage and to be able to turn the car. You see these guys, they're kind of pointing their car at the middle of the corner, and then they point it at that inside wall off exit. Like, I just watched Dane do it. He did it well, but it looks like his car is kind of fading here.
You know whose car is not fading is that 21 of Private Patton.
I don't think he needed those guys to go 2 and 3 wide. He was already long gone.
Yes, he was. But we're on board with him right now. Jake has started to check out from that second group, so he proves that he's got himself a car. He's probably on a slider, Jake, right now. UK still back there just a little bit. Probably trying to remember how to do this thing right now. A couple of these cars, Big Dane right there pulling down to the inside, trying to utilize that, cut that fat off the track a little bit in the 11 car, making a move on Quackmaster right now. This is the battle for third and fourth right here. Again, here in Giggity Racing, we only do pay out stage points to the top 3. Remember that.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how many laps they have to go here, because you got to make it to the end of the stage. That's all you got to do. So if it were me, I'd be saving, and then those last 10 laps really go and be aggressive at it. Let's see if we can pull off, maybe.
Again,
like Big Dane's under fire too.
Yeah,
now.
he is. Trying to get back up there real quick. So, but again, guys, this race presented to us back there by our sponsors of JCR. Thanks for those guys out there doing that, supporting the Giggity Racing League. Also getting their names out there. Quack gets a little loose. We'll say this numerous times again. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve, no Xfinity racing. It is amateur hour for anybody who wants to go out. Even if you don't enjoy adult beverages, and if you do have an Uber, have a DD, please be safe. Don't shoot guns straight up in the air unless you're out in the country. Shoot them off in the angle. But it's crazy to think that we can't wait to get rid of this 2020 year, because it has just been... I'll say it. I don't care. Give me a $10 fine. It's been a shit show. 2020 has been. So but tomorrow, guys, please be safe. Even Mrs. Puddin and I, we're going to go downtown to the strip early in the afternoon. Wear our masks. Not go anywhere. Be safe. Just to say we were down there. But if you have friends over, if you have family over, if you go someplace, please respect everything. Wearing a mask is not always fun. COVID is a real thing, and on top of that, alcohol and intoxication and driving, well, they don't go together. Even on sim racing, I can try to prove that a fact. I do drink beer while I race. Everybody knows that, but don't do it in real life. Be safe tomorrow. But we'll keep getting back to that. So no racing tomorrow. Back to Tuesday for the Xfinity guys. Everybody will be back watching the trucks on Monday. But man, we got a nice little battle between Dad and Duck. How do you say that? Is this Duck Daddy right now since he's leading?
It's the double D's.
The dope.
What?
So Quack out there, we got a little poor Toyota crime as a Ford still out front. That Chevy is sitting in second, and Jake tries to get back up there. But the battle of it's the double D battle back here for that final stage point.
Well, I mean, even this battle for fifth right now between Dane and UK is heating up. They've been side by side for the past 3 or 4 laps. And Tackleberry's about to get up there in the action, too.
You and I have known Tackleberry for a long time. We raced with him, too. We know how patient he can be, too. He is silent but deadly. Got himself a couple W's as we see the 11 car make a move on the 4 right there. So, Country Caliber makes the move. He's up there now, puts that 4 car just a spot back, dives it back down in again. Looks like that long run car for the 11 is coming in right now. I think that might have been a stage, unless there was a caution. It might be.
It might be the stage. It's tough without an in race, but yeah, these guys are racing back to the line here, back in the back. So.
Hey, there's Robbie. Thanks for your input earlier, man, about the race later.
You know what? I waited, and then soon as I jumped off the mic, I thought to myself, I bet he tries to talk to me while I'm off the mic.
It happens.
Don't worry, Robbie Jr., you know, was here to help, to help take care of that there, mate.
Yeah, the American Robbie was here.
American Robbie.
Yo, what up, y'all? Redneck Robbie.
Hey, I like that. That's actually pretty good.
Well, like I said the other night, Krabby, I'd love for Robbie to come over from the Talladega race, or if I'm back in Texas and come over there, put him in blue jeans and a cowboy. He looks Texan. He looks like that. But as soon as he starts spitting his word game out there, he'd be like, "Hey, mate, you all right?" The women's panties are just gonna fall off.
I'll be like, "Hello, mate, you alright? How y'all doing?"
Oh, it looks like Pro 75 did not pit there, guys. Pro 75 did not pit.
I was just going to say, new leader as of right this split second. Private Pat, yeah, he pulls to the side right there.
That's a common mistake. I mean, stuff happens. You get to race it, and you get in that zone and look away.
No, I'm going to correct that right now. That's not a common mistake. That's a noob mistake.
No,
you got to be nice to the drivers, Robbie.
It could be one of those mistakes. It may not even be a new mistake. It may be one as Jake's making a move on the inside of private right there, can't get it done. It might be one of those things he was making so many adjustments. You are on a limited time. He just didn't hit that button in time.
Looks like the 20 and the 24 back to battle in here. This is going to be interesting to start this stage off.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. But yeah, sometimes that happens. I've done it myself on a preset. You're like, oh, so many tire pressures, and it takes so long to get up there, and you want to do this, and you want to do that, and you only get, 30 seconds. So, but yeah, very respectful out of him. Private Patton back to the lead, on board right now with the duck on the broadcast view. The Big Dane makes a move to the inside of that 24. So does the 4. Here comes Daddy trying to get to push that Ford. Toyota pushing a Ford to get around the Chevrolet. Things you don't want to see.
Looks like we got a battle for the lead. Dane got by Jake pretty easily there off turn 4, and he's got Patton under pressure here going into turn 3.
Big Dane drives her in good. Looks like he's got his car pretty well hooked up. Private Patton goes that second lane looking real good. He's going to get a little momentum come on off of that track. Everybody else starts single file behind him. Big battle up back up here is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Bumped by the 24 to Doug. That's going to shove the 24 up just a lane. He's still going to get back on that hammer pedal and come back down.
Robbie, I know you said earlier that the line that Dane's running is kind of unorthodox, but I kind of like it. It's giving him a big run off the corner, and he's able to turn the car after center.
Yeah, at the beginning of the run, he looks really, really solid. You'll see he'll probably start to pull away from Patton, Duck, not so much Jake. I mean, if Jake can get by these guys, he's probably going to be up there with him. But it seems like from 10 to 15 laps from now, he's a little bit loose, and he starts sliding on exit when he catches that first lane. So, but we'll see how he does. He could have tightened it up in the pit stops and made the arrangements.
Exactly. I'm interested to see his pit adjustment, see if it counteracted that looseness that he had in the first stage. Because Patton just pulled away from them all.
Hey guys, what are you doing? What's happening?
Just watching a great little race here.
Yep. We've got 2 packs. Both packs got close racing.
Robbie, when was the last time you and I have been in the booth together? I mean, the last couple of days on the phone, you and I have had some marital spats, but we haven't been in the booth together.
It's been a long time.
Speaking of marital spats, guess who's the daddy, Crab? Guess who's the daddy? That's right.
I do have a question. What is that supposed to mean? I do not comprehend.
Well, I've known Robbie the longest out of anybody on here. When I first got this new PlayStation, I said, I'm not making friends. I just want to play. We were playing we were playing a version of COD and ended up in the same lobby 3 or 4 days in a row. And it's kind of, A-Trout with a good move on Flirt gets back, tries to get back underneath him. But so we ended up, and it's kind of hard to obviously miss Robbie's voice. We started talking, we started hanging out. And then he got me to get Heat 3, and then all of a sudden we went from Heat 3 on controllers to here we are in a league broadcasting, thousands of hours invested into the game, sitting in front of a wheel. Didn't even know they made a wheel. You know what I mean? So, I've known him so long. Like I said, it's like just a marital spat. Like what you do with one of your best friends. You know, it happens. Things do happen. But Puddin's dead.
Yeah, back in Heat 3 is when I used to run dirt, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's when you still couldn't drive anything.
Yeah. You still finished behind me, as always.
Well, y'all do drive on the wrong side of the road over there. So
Yeah, he's confused. He's backwards. Like I said, these guys
we're
are
turning left.
here at New Hampshire tonight. When you see that 7-car go backwards, it's no surprise. Robbie's just trying to get himself down to the market, or the what do you guys call it?
Shopping centre or market, I suppose.
And he's going to see how many kilometers an hour he's going to go down the front straightaway here. He's going to be like, holy hell, I'm flying 220 kilometers an hour.
It's miles per hour.
It would be cool if you could like have the option of turning the tracks around where you turned right, because it would honestly change the whole dynamic of the game.
There is a way of doing it, and if you don't know about it, well, it'll
That's
be
your fault.
It's explained a little bit later, but yeah, there is a way of running these things backwards. And when you go down the Road America front stretch backwards, and you go down that hill at 231 miles an hour, yeah, there's a pucker factor going into that sharp left, or what used to be a right-hander. But yeah, there is a way of running backwards here, but Robbie chooses to try to go the correct way for us, and we do appreciate that. It doesn't always work out for him, but 24 makes a move on the inside of the 4 right here as we're watching this battle.
There has been a little off-the-track drama between these two. I mean, kind of interesting to talk about, because these two have been kind of going back and forth the past few weeks, and it's going to be interesting to see how this shapes out.
I'm telling you, I mean, there's always different, frustrations that happen, and myself included, you know what I'm saying? And I've said something, somebody broadcast it, somebody do it. If you got a throwdown, call that person out. Put $10 in Venmo. Whoever wins that 50% or a 25% or a one-on-one race, that's how it is. But then after that battle is squashed. But if you want to throw down with somebody, you got frustration with them. I've always liked that idea of the throwdown, the races.
Yeah. What could go wrong there?
Absolutely nothing. Things get squashed. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Stuff could happen, and
people hold grudges.
Yeah.
I mean,
but what's NASCAR Heat 5 without a little drama and a guy touching your quarter panel? What's NASCAR Heat 5 without it? Absolutely nothing.
It would be a public lobby, perfectly clean and having no problems.
Oh yeah, dude. The public lobbies on NASCAR Heat 5 are perfection. Absolutely, everybody.
It matches the servers. It matches the servers.
Yes, they're perfect. This game is the perfect game.
There's nothing wrong with this game. Absolutely nothing.
I'm glad you said it and I didn't, because it makes you look like the idiot, not me.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, who doesn't love balloon tires when you're bouncing down the straightaway at Talladega?
Yeah. I'd love to see a ticker on the top of the screen.
I was just going to say, who doesn't love a ticker to even let you know who, who's in what car number? But anyway, long story short, Jake out front now. That's Dane out front. Jake's trying to make a move right there on that 21 of Private Patton, running that 21 for the one and only XX Lefty, who does run here in Giggity.
Well, it looks like Dane's kind of got his car tuned up.
Must have, I don't know how they put a Chevy engine under the thing that quick under the pit stop, but they definitely did it.
Hey, that's the Christopher Bell machine, bud, for next season.
I love you. Love you.
You know that. I mean, you love Christopher. For all the viewers out there, everybody's watching, he loves Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
So y'all just let him know. Like,
I love him like I love a twisted tea can upside the head.
Yeah, I mean, what can go wrong?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing could go wrong with that situation. And by the way, man, that thing is...
Real teeth.
Wait, what did he say? I didn't hear it.
Go ahead, Robbie. Repeat yourself.
I said Puddin loves him like he likes real teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
For some of you guys that haven't been out there in certain chat parties or even, or even in some of the chats, last week has been spectacular. That's the best way to say it. Spectacular.
And Puddin's just the typical house bowler.
Oh, I was just going to say.
We're kind of getting off track from this. This has been a pretty clean race, great race, but we're kind of getting off track just talking about everything but nothing.
I was just going to say, the typical house bowler, we saw him Monday night in that truck and still couldn't get himself a top 3.
I mean, I think he could wax the floor with you, though.
You're a gambling man. We'll figure that out off air.
But you'd be about 60 to 1 odds to beat him.
Baloney.
You wanted to say something else, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. The day you beat him is the day your hair grows back.
Hey, what the hell's that supposed to mean? I got a luscious long head of hair.
On half of your head.
You say you're the daddy, and you're the one going about luscious locks and my lovely blonde hair and putting my hair up. And you think you're the daddy?
I bet
you
that.
got no idea.
I bet that hair.
Pit stop from Dane.
Yeah, this stage you will have pit stops because it's at least 50 laps. I know from the math I did. So maybe guys splitting the stage in half. It'll be interesting to see if you see guys with 2 tires out there. Maybe even none if they can save enough. I don't know.
Hold on, guys. I got distracted real quick. I gotta go straighten my long, luscious hair.
Anyways, going back to the hair, I feel like his hair's thinner than a piece of sandwich.
This is absolutely baloney. You all make me look like I'm a Hulk Hogan, and that is not true. Not only could I beat his ass, I am bigger, stronger, better looking than him.
If you got to beat the, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man.
That was easy. He did say, yeah, that's not hard.
I can't wait.
I would love to see Puddin fight Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
even
I would take Mike Tyson on right now. I'm in Vegas. I'm in Vegas. Where is Tyson? I am on air. Where are you at, Tyson? Where are you at?
You are like a Mr. Burns version of Hulk Hogan, though, ain't you?
Pro 75 off the pace, trying to stay out of the way of the leaders. The leaders now making their way around him right there. But yeah, where are you at, guy? I mean, come on. I ain't scared. I said it earlier. I'm the blankety blank Puddin. I ain't scared.
All right, I'm going to start keeping up with these laps as we go around just so we can kind of keep up with it. Since we have no in-race reporter tonight.
Hey, look. McLovin said he paid me to see. He said he paid me to fight Tyson. Well, that won't be hard. That's just. I'll even let him just. I'll hit him a couple times in the first round. Give him a couple jabs. The second round that's TKO.
God, Puddin, you fighting Mike Tyson would be a bear fighting a cat.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Me being the bear.
No. You being the old black cat.
I don't know if you could say that.
What do you mean?
In all fairness, he would chew you up and spit you out.
Absolutely not.
Teeth too.
Absolutely not. And I can even sing better than him. I even sing better than him after. Look at the Hangover 2 movie. I sing better than him.
Oh, Mike Tyson's got the voice of an angel. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Puddin sings like Shaggy out of Scooby-Doo.
It does seem like these
thank you,
guys
McLovin. Thank you. He said Hulk Hogan wishes he was Puddin. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, if only he knew who old Danny was.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. That's just for the world to decide.
Yeah, we'll leave the world to decide. I don't know who that is.
Real quick, let's get back to the racing here. I mean, this has been a pretty good stage. The pit adjustments these guys have thrown in for these sliders have been really, really good. You got a somewhat three-car battle here for the lead.
Yeah, they've stepped away from Duck, so I think Duck's car's falling off. Tackleberry in pit lane, and I just saw it right there.
I'm interested to see what these guys do up front as far as pit strategy goes.
I bet they pit.
Tires or,
I bet they come to. I bet they pit.
Great, that's an astute observation.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Booger McFarlane says he's in my ear right now. Thank you to Booger McFarlane for that fact.
It looks like you got a truck going down pit road. But at this point, I feel like you got to take 2 tires almost.
That's a bold move, Cotton. I'm always a 4-tire. Yeah, even McLovin said 4 tires. I am a 4-tire fan at all times.
Well, you should have no more than 15 laps. Should be right between 10 to 15 laps left if you run the thing dry. So I mean, it's worth the chance at least of winning a stage, taking 2, and seeing what you could do.
If you need to get into, if you need the points, you need that win to get into the championship, then yeah, take that gamble. But if you're locked in and you want that elusive Giggity W, then that's one of those things where you just, tackle smacks the wall. He might have just took 2 right there, like you were talking about. But when you do, you got to tighten that car up, and then when you come down to the stage, then you got to reverse those adjustments.
Do you guys have the points on you?
I can pull them up in the cup chat. Real quick. I want to say Private Patton is leading the standings right now.
Yeah, Patton's fired.
Patton's fired, always fired.
Yeah.
Dad makes a move on the Canadian right there. Jake on that high line though is going to get the momentum. Can Daddy get it pulled off? I don't think he can. It looks like he is by half a car. Drag race going into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Daddy to the inside. The 24 giving him a little nudge.
Wait,
he clears them.
I stand corrected. Jake Drew is leading the points by 7 over Private Patton, and then you got Duck, Country, Tackle, Flirt, UK, and then A-Trout. There's 2 guys in here that I don't think are racing really anymore. And then Big Dane, who got locked in last week, and then Pro 75.
Yeah, Pro 75 definitely needs to get that W, and I don't know if that can happen tonight. It looks like he's off the pace, and he had something happen to him last week.
I think he may make it because of these 2 guys in front of him.
Well, we'll have to
8th and 9th in points.
Yeah, we'll have to see how everything pans out. I know you're very good with math. I know you got your own little thing on Monday nights. It's very enjoyable to drive in, man. You do really good with the points. So, yeah, maybe you can be our statistician right there.
I mean, if Patton would win tonight, it would give him a big boost going into the playoffs. But I think Jake pretty much has the regular season title locked up unless something crazy happens in Stage 3 here.
I mean,
that's a big deal. I mean,
great racing here. I mean, it's been clean. This second stage, definitely. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw a manual caution in a minute because I'm getting bored.
Yeah, I mean, these preset cup races, it's been small fields lately. No more than about 13 people, I think, in the backs over the past month.
I think Dad just turned the turn signal on in that station wagon. He might be coming to pit lane here, and it is.
Like he's taking that Camry down pit road.
Yep.
Jake, you didn't indicate, Jake. You know, you may be from Canada, but you still got to indicate. All right?
Do they drive on the wrong side of the road too?
No.
They don't.
Only English people do, because, well, we'll leave that off air too.
McStuffin says...
McStuffin!
One stage 1, so at the minute it's a 6-point lead in points. Hello, Denkate. Hello, Sunshine!
Yeah, what's up, Denkate? Denkate out there, he was playing a little hockey earlier. Saw that somebody else who will remain nameless, was too busy doing stuff. He was not able to make it tonight. So, but Denkate offered to be up here in the booth, so great opportunity for him to... jump in and help out. He normally has to go to bed early, do his work schedule, but he does a great job helping the Bears out on Friday nights. But, yeah, let's see how this strategy works out for everybody.
You see, we have another term over here for you're fired as well. Instead of saying you're fired, we say you're sacked.
You're sacked?
Yeah, you're sacked. Bit slang for you there.
I'm going to step away for a second here, fellas. I'll be right back.
Well, after that move... Crableg is sacked.
Yeah, you're sacked, mate.
Well, he's sacked for not racing. My only chance for any points tonight, and he was like, nah.
So sacked.
Everybody
makes stuff. You don't want none of this, mate. I mean, I'd come over there and I would poop on your face. You don't want it, all right?
All Robbie would do is lay on his kangaroo tail and kick in his face like kangaroo legs. That's what they do in Australia.
And then if I felt guilty after, I might give you a free wallaby. But we'll see.
A free wallaby! Oh, that's right. It was baseball, Kate. Sorry about that. But yeah, here's this battle back up here again. Jake and Dad over here trying to do something. Daddy trying to catch up to that Ford Quackmaster. But I'm assuming as of right now, that 21 car running the paint scheme of our one and only Fluffy over there is still the leader. I haven't seen these guys use the low line too much unless they really wanted to pass. Everybody trying to use that second lane, Robbie.
I've just looked at tackle. He's actually been sat on pit road for a while. I think he's had enough for tonight and thought, yep, I'm going to bed. But it is quite exhausting racing here, as you know. I mean, if you was racing here, though, what slider would you use?
A mixture between a 5 and a 6. I'd probably take a 6 and try to tighten it up. That way I know I can get it to rotate in the corner and then hold on to the corners afterwards, though, because these corners are so tight. And something that's really difficult about New Hampshire is you're out of the throttle for so long here. You want to roll back into it. You want to, but you just can't get it done. You know, you got to wait for that specific moment. So a 6 to rotate and tighten it up if need be, not to get tail happy off the corners.
Just reading McLovin's message. Oh, I do. Let's go, Robbie. I like fighting Australians. I mean, he's over there thinking he's like Mohammed Ahmad Bruce Lee, isn't he? You know?
I think he's got a twisted T in his hand ready to smack you with it.
Yeah. I bet he's like 5 foot tall. When I hear McLovin talk, I think of Lego Man. That's it. Just a really short person, all skinny, glasses, maybe another Clark pudding. But faster, obviously.
Oh, that's a name I ain't heard for so long.
Yeah, it's been a while. And
it's been a pleasure not to say that name. No, Clark was never part of Giggity, guys, so that's just something right there. But the field has spread out pretty well. They've done a good job tonight. Still clean and green. Tonight's race again brought to you again by JCR. Thank you to those boys over there. The prize money is sitting in my pocket right now for these guys, thanks to JCR. Each winner of each series, development, not development, but preset and customs, Cup, Xfinity, and truck do get a monetary amount thanks to them. It is here waiting, so again, more to fight than just bragging rights right now. Bragging rights and a little bit of spending money. Private Patton really, and Big Dane too out there. He has just got that car hooked up. He has been looking so good the last couple weeks.
When he decides to show up. Oh, what's going on here? Jake's spinning out.
Trying to get back there real quick. Did he stay out too long? Oh yeah, there's Jake in the background. Oh yeah. Not a happy. That's not a happy Canadian right now.
No. Don't know how he managed that.
Not a happy.
Jake, sort it out, mate. Sort it out.
Oh, you know he will too. He'll come back. I think that just. I don't know if I can get sued for saying this, but I think he's going to turn it up to 11 now.
UK Wildcats coming to pit road.
Some of these guys pitting early, some of these guys pitting late. You know, trying to see how everything works. I think that later pit stop of those 4 fresh tires is going to benefit. We did see Dane and them pit early, though. That's who we're on board with right now. We saw A-Trout pit earlier. Saw him fly by. He had a little bit of an incident earlier that didn't bring out a yellow flag. Flirt right behind him in that 19 car. Man, I hope you're feeling better. I know you. Flirt's not top notch right now. Feeling a little under the weather.
You see, when I see Flirt, I think he's, one of those underdogs. He's not watched a lot, but sometimes he can be there and be consistent when it counts, mainly in stage 3. So it'd be interesting to see if he makes it into the top 5 tonight.
I wouldn't say Flirt's an underdog, man. He's very consistent, but just like a lot of people in Giggity, he's just in the right place at the wrong time, and some of those incidents seem to back you up a little bit. Flirt's very quick.
Have I missed anything?
Yep.
What happened?
Nothing.
Jake's spun out.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. But he's only done 1 pit stop. I don't know if they got to do 2 in this stage.
I feel like you shouldn't have to do 2 here. Like it should just be the one. So I think he's
UK
around
driving up
55.
real high as we're on board with him too. Got to stay out of the marbles. It's not like it is on other open wheel games out there where if you get a little debris on your tires, but there's high, wide, to handsome, and then there's where UK was right there.
There's one of these guys in this field that I really do admire. I mean, he learnt how to play the game on Heat 3 and Heat 4, and then he had to relearn how to do it, and that's A-Trout.
Oh, very much so.
And he's back to being smooth again.
Yep, and he's on his wheel. I just saw not too long ago too, man. He made me really jealous down there in Carolinas. He was out on a golf course playing. Krabby and I played a little golf earlier, but that was on a video game. I miss being out on that green grass right now. But yeah, A-Trout has been looking real good. So probably about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I think it was Public Lobby. Him and I had some really great racing up front. It was a very enjoyable and he's been a big aspect here, and a lot of people was thinking about him out there in Giggity too, man. He was just coming back with dominant, showing how everything's done after having a terrible accident.
Wait, say that again. What happened?
A-Trout was in an accident, and he missed some races for a while right there. Had to relearn how to do some things, relearn how to do it, and he fought through some adversity, and he's come back stronger than ever.
Oh, looks like we got a battle here. That's really good to hear. Oh, into the stage.
Yep.
But that's really good to hear. I did not know that, and I'm sending thoughts and prayers to A-Trout. Hoping he's doing all right.
Yeah, it's great to have him back out there. He missed last week. Normally he does run. He runs that 18 Camry's car. I like that pink one that he runs too, but everybody knows, Krabby, that partial to pink.
Wait, what?
Partial to pink.
And he thinks he's the daddy.
Yes.
See, put it all together, guys. Put it all together. I think him being married is just a cover-up.
Oh, yeah. Not you, man. I've had Dr. Robbie Bobby, Crab Legs, NRG, D. Smith, Dr. Robbie Bobby, all on me all week, and now here comes the Robbies. We're going to get ready to rack them and stack them for the JCR Stage 3.
I'll make it up for lost time. I've listened to all the broadcasts that you've done on the Custom Cup series, and you do a dig to me and everyone. Here comes the Australian. Here comes the Australian.
I don't say that.
The so-called... Yeah. Lies. Even lies like a woman, look.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you doing? Big Dane is the lead. Private Pat on that outside. We're getting ready to rack them and stack them in Stage 3 Giggity style, presented by JCR. Here we go, boys and girls. We have been clean and green all night. Oh. Big Dane checks up. The 11. Daddy gives his son a little bit of a bump. I think he just gave him the belt right there. That was the belt.
Big Dane is not going to be happy with his son.
3 wide. Checks up. Good smart move by Big Dane right there. But, oh yeah, Daddy pulled the belt out. That's not good going into turn 1.
Hey, Private Patton's loving the side of this right now. And Duck getting clear of these two is big because this father-son battle is just heating up.
Right behind him, Jake Giroux, 2 again. We saw that early spin out, so he's made some more adjustments to that Chevrolet over there. He is trying to work his way back up to the front. Duck Humor out there, the Quackmaster himself, sitting in second. Big Dane has to utilize that high line. We're on board right now with the 11. Still there it is. Now the 24. Battling it out with Big Dane. He makes the move to the inside. Big Dane gets a little squirrely coming up the corner.
Did Big Dane pit?
I think he did.
Did he? Because he restarted first, didn't he?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Who just started first? We just saw it. One of these guys started first.
I think Dane did because Patton was on the outside.
Yeah.
And Dane is just getting past.
Oh.
Yep, he didn't pit. He is dropping into pit road's championship implications at New Hampshire.
But he's locked in. He's locked in with that win, so maybe he was trying something or something messed up again.
But, man, what a mistake.
Speaking of H-Trout back here on board with Tim, running that yellow pedigree car tonight. Scrapes the wall just a little bit.
Oh, Jake's just going to give the bumper to the 4 car. Does it again.
They're 3 wide down for the battle. Jake to the inside, Quack to the outside. Here in the middle, here comes that 11. Daddy to the outside, locks it up, scrapes the wall. That's going to cost him.
Oh, flirt.
Nuka Bob out there. What up, Nuka buddy?
Something happened back there. Looks like we got a tackle may have had engine trouble. Maybe.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know how since it's a Chevrolet. Maybe something else happened.
He went to bed.
Well, can you blame him? He pulled the UK. Go to bed. Tackle does work as a plumber, so he probably got some stuff he's got to get done out there, but had himself a good run. Jake back here in that 24, Toyota, Ford, Chevrolet, as we're seeing it, and that 88 car slowly lurking as that 21 is pulling away a Private Patton.
Patton has checked out, and it's going to take a lot to get back up there to him. It's like, here, it's so hard to, you got to really keep in touch with that leader up ahead of you.
Good battle out here, though. Again, just started stage 3, so that means custom guys get ready here for the not too near future. We still got a little bit of way to go. Stay tuned for us too. We have the JCR. Jake Bacon moved to the inside. We got the JCR Giggity custom guys here directly following. I don't know who's going to be in the booth for that one, because Crab Legs has got some game of bunch of from a state. Never mind, I never heard of that state. And then Robbie's racing. And I do got to give a... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm just watching the best college basketball team in the nation compete tonight, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, on that note, too, speaking of college sports, got to give a big shout-out to my Ohio State Buckeyes. Good luck to all of you fellow Ohioans up there. Not all of them from Ohio, but yeah, let's go Buckeyes this weekend. They have a, that has been a playoff rivalry almost like that. You know what I mean there, Crab, in the last couple of years?
Oh, yeah, big. I mean, a bunch of stuff been out in the media the past few weeks about each team and the other team talking about each other.
Gotta love it.
It's kind of cool to see these two going at it. I mean, you got 3 teams really every year that have a chance to win the national title, and then the 4th team's in there to get the crap beat out of them by the 1 seed. So
yeah, right. Yeah, but so yeah, good luck to that. So Krabby's going to do that. Robbie be on the racetrack. But we got the custom coming up after this. Private Patton pulling away. Jake now up here in 2nd. Daddy sitting right there in 3rd. Quackmaster right there in 4th. Pro 75 still hanging on. He's had a rough night. I know what that's like. Had a rough night at Kentucky. Great to see that he hasn't given up yet. It's so your frustration level sometimes makes you want to hit that button and disconnect. But the determination and the staying for your team and yourself. And he needed to get locked in. He needed to win, and he's been having some good showings the last couple weeks also. But last week had an emergency again. Hopefully everything's all right with that. And then tonight, just having a rough night because it does happen here at New Hampshire. Things happen at the short track. It's not a short track, but it drives like a short track in the corners, but it gives you a good run down the straightaway. So, Robbie, let me ask you something. Do you got a Robbie gear for tonight?
No comment.
That's a yes. So, Robbie's got a Robbie gear. Fantastic.
I'll be interested to see if that comes in. I'll be tuning in during the custom race. I think stage 2, if you have the Robbie gear, it could come in handy.
Very handy. Especially if you can save tires.
Of fuel, but interested to see for sure.
Good racing still out here. Everybody's starting to go single file just a little bit. UK and Quack, those are acquaintances. They know how to race each other. Give me one split second here, guys. Take it away for a second.
Yeah, Patton's kind of just driving comfortably right now. Jake's trying to chip away at him, but I don't know if he's doing all that much.
I'm on board with Quack, and I don't know if that was a lag or something, but he just ended up spinning down the front straightaway right as I was stepping away for a second. I don't know what happened there.
Let's go take a look. He isn't, yeah. He has some damage too to that number 4 Busch Light Ford Mustang.
At least you're here to see that, because if that was Icy, it would probably be like Discount Tire or something, you know, because Icy can't see the adult beverage paint schemes.
Really? Wow.
He's not 21.
Really?
Yeah.
Icy's not 21.
Icy's not 21, and the PlayStation goes off his birthday, so when he logs in, we look at the Miller Lite paint schemes, and he sees...
Brad.
Yep. Like I said, guys, give me one split second here if you could take it for a minute.
Sounds like Puddin's shoving his mouth full of food right now. But I'm riding on board with it.
It's either a food or his teeth. It's one of the two.
Yeah, he could be having some problems putting in the ladder there. Riding on board with Jake, and he's just, I mean, they're just losing time on Patton. He's just putting down good lap after good lap. The 4 car just came out of pit road, too.
I think what Patton did, he just did a major push at the beginning of the stage, and because they got all racy between them, that just, you know, just let him pull away. He was gone.
Yep, and it also helped his case that Big Dane had to pit. He didn't pit under that stage.
Yeah.
So Dane kind of held up those guys on those old tires, and it gave Patton the advantage of getting about a 2.5, 2-second lead, just like that. Patton is gaining time on Duck here. And Duck just went down pit road, I think. Pit stop
And you
should be
got,
coming up.
I was going to say, man, you guys are an exciting bunch.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
No.
It's kind of like one of those races where you kind of just have to wait for the moment. Like right here, looks like Patton got into the 4 a little bit. They're side by side off of 2. Down the back straightaway. Looks like Patton's going to kind of let Duck run his race. But as he does that...
I'm going to shoot off, go get ready for my race, turn some warm-up laps, and I'll be streaming my race tonight, so feel free to tune in, and thanks for having me in the booth.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, man. Glad to hear from you, and hope you run well tonight. Hope you got a good setup and stuff.
Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, do me a favor.
What's that?
Before you get in your car tonight, don't forget to take those shrimps off the Barbie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't want the house burning down.
Well, I was going to make sure they're thoroughly cooked so you could chew them properly. You know, hey.
Well, I don't eat that, so I ain't going to worry about it.
Well, see you in a bit.
Later, buddy. Yeah, if it don't walk on land, Puddin' don't eat it.
Is it tough to chew?
Absolutely not. Everybody's like, how do you eat steak? And I'm like, well, I cut it, and I eat it.
I puree it.
No! We went through this again the other night, yeah. No, I cut it, and I eat it. It ain't that difficult. There are things in life that I do miss, like pretzels, but I found a way around that. I found these pretzel chips. Those are fantastic.
You should try the pretzel chips. They have them covered in chocolate or like a chocolate like I don't know what to call it, but man, they are good.
That does sound good too.
Patton better quit messing around with Duck here, Eric. There he goes. Because those guys were kind of gaining on him, and stalled out. But
Yeah, and using your car up, that's not good, especially when you're a lap down. But I've been a lap down before, and I know that you have fresher tires. You might be faster than that person. You don't want to lose that lap, so you try to work your way back there and hope for a caution.
And even if you do give them a little bump, they should know to just get out of the way and not try and race you. And Pro 75 taking the 8 car down the pit road. Private Patton just running away with it here for now. Looks like about a 1 to 2 second lead off of turn 2 over Jake, and then you got Country. Why don't we just do a run through the field here?
Okay.
It's like Patton, Jake, Mr. Country Caliber, and then UK running 4th. I don't really know after that because everybody's kind of spaced out and pit stops are underway, but I would
think that's how it works, yeah.
A Trout would be around there somewhere. Blurred also. And then Pro 75 just pitted. I think he's coming out of the pits. Yeah, he's come out of the pits, and Tackleberry is off the track at the moment.
And you got to admire these guys and the custom guys too, man, for sticking it out. This track it's tedious. It's a rhythm track, and to hit your rhythm and do it over and over and over. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just finding that medium on the sliders. Like, I really haven't run this track on sliders too much. It's tough.
You're not missing much. You're not missing much at all.
No, I know I'm not. That's why I'm in the booth and not on the track right now.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Good. Yeah, 5 points is 5 points is 5 points, right?
Yeah. But hey, I would like to say I was spotting for Rub on the other night, and I apologize to Newfie Girl for him getting into her, but didn't expect that big of a run off turn 4 at Phoenix. Or turn 2, sorry. The old turn 4.
Yeah, that was, like I said, that is one of the Giggity races that's going down in history right now. I mean, things happen. It even got turned into a TikTok. How many laps to remain in somebody's ass then?
It's the middle of this third stage, so it's my notes here. I think it's around 60-something laps probably for stage 3 here. So you got about maybe 20 to 30 to go. Give me a second. I'll get my resources on it. I can send a message. Give me 1 second.
So yeah, we're boiling it down too. Like you said, the field's starting to spread out just a little bit. But these guys try. Oh, I think that's the 19 of Flirt. I don't know if he signaled or if he just got loose right there.
Yeah, you see he's coming up pit road.
That's another name I haven't seen out there in YouTube land too. I don't know how to say it. Tasic? Tasic? Sounds good to me. Thanks for joining in, bud.
25 to go. Looks like from our good friend NRG Mopawa.
Oh yeah. I think that's why you're in the booth again. You got paid to sabotage me at the end of the year, didn't you?
Oh, did I? I have not received any funds from anybody on this game.
I don't believe it.
Confirm.
I don't believe it. Sabotage.
Well, you should. I'm not going to lie to you, brother.
You just went Beastie Boys on me. It's sabotage.
Hey, but anyways, going back to the Phoenix race on Monday night, I want to give a shout out. I don't know him personally. I don't think I've ever talked to him, but Napa fan, the TikTok he made of that race,
absolutely hilarious,
spot on, perfection. Like, I mean, just great.
But yeah, there were consequences after that, and like I said, the NRG says that's just one of those things that you don't want to talk about because that put him a little under stress too with the penalties. Oh, here comes Private making a move on Duck right there too. Again, this isn't position, I don't believe, but
this has been the best battle on the track this stage, and it's for a lap.
One of the best races I ever got to call, I believe it was an Xfinity race at Dover, and I'm pretty sure it was a preset. But some names for a little blast for the past for you all. The Pottles and Fat Patch. Literally had a photo finish. If it wasn't for the video game, I do not know how they would have figured it out. But the Puddles and Fat Patch, still in my opinion, that is the #1 race in Giggity history. I believe it was last season. So go check that out, because that was crazy. I mean, 3 wide at the lead. I mean, at the end, I forget who else was there, but and then the Fat Patch ended up snaking her by just. But yeah, Monday night was fantastic. Tuesday night, we had the Xfinity action. There was some good racing there, wide open with the Custom and win, and Hunty got himself the preset win, and here we are tonight back on a regular Wednesday, and it's great to have you up here. I know you've been up here a couple times with me, Krabby. I've known you for a while. It's good to have a good buddy up here and help me out. I do appreciate that. Go, if anybody is out there listening and they want to jump up in the booth for the custom race with me, let me know. Always looking for some help, but we got to get this one wrapped up first. These presets. Private Patton is. I don't think he's feeling any pressure, except for, again, I say it all the time, his own worst enemy is himself right now, making a mistake. But he's still back here. Him and Duck keep, that could mess it up a little bit.
I wonder if him staying out for this long and these guys that have pitted quite a few laps before him are going to make up some time on him. It's going to be interesting to see how this shapes out.
But to see how well he's doing on these old tires, even Duck we know pitted, to see how he's able to hold on to that car, makes you wonder what kind of slider he runs as he drives it up a little to the high side, lets it rotate, wait, roll into the throttle. Here he comes.
Probably around 17 or 18 to go here. I'm going to just start counting it down, and I'll ask these guys again in a minute.
And I think that's really cool too, just because you're assigned a car number, right? That doesn't mean you have to run that sponsor. You're not assigned a sponsor. I know I always run the orange Whataburger car in the Xfinity because it's orange and it's a Chevrolet, and I'm superstitious with my orange. But there's the TikTok cars we were just talking about too. TikTok. A lot of these cars have different options, so it's cool to see those guys mix it up every week. A-Trout, like I said, that 18 has quite a few. I do believe Keselowski and Harvick have a bunch too.
Yeah, between Kyle Busch, Harvick, and Keselowski, I think they all have the most.
You know who doesn't have a lot? And if they are, they're all the same damn thing. This 11 car, Dad.
And Eddie Hamlin.
Yep. It's the same damn thing. I don't understand why he likes it. I don't get it. But Daddy over there likes driving it.
19 car. I really like the car that Truex ran during the playoffs with the white numbers. I think it looks so much better.
Oh, that was good looking.
Than the Bass Pro with the black numbers. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I think Truex has some good cars, like the black and blue Auto Trader one. Very good looking car.
The best cars Truex ever drove was the Bass Pro Chevrolet before they switched to Toyota. Those cars were good because they're Chevrolet, but
I feel like you're going to run that 20 car a lot when the new NASCAR game comes out. Due to Christopher Bell.
I am not, I mean, especially like you said for your league, we got to change the numbers for next year. I will not be running that 43 Air Force car. I'm going to be running that thing.
You're going to be running the 20? I'll put you down for it right now.
Absolutely not. No.
What do you mean?
I'd rather sit there and pluck eyebrows all day.
Come on.
Nope. Christopher Bell, if you're out there listening, buddy, I'd love to shake your hand, talk to you a little bit, and then show you up at the same time. It won't be that difficult. It's like me and Hulk Hogan and Mike Tyson. Easy!
I've kind of been that zoned out here. Has Private Patton gone down pit road yet? I don't think he has.
I've got him on right now. I think so.
He is gaining on Big Dane. I think Big Dane may win down pit road again to make it to the end. Patton's got to be running on fumes right now. It's got to be close.
Now, is that what you were talking about? And just burn it down dry and then put them right sides on and hope that you might do that unthinkable thing of trapping your friends and competitors down?
I would have thought in stage 2, maybe with the stage break, and there really hadn't been a caution in this in this group of guys in a month. So really the only time at this point, I don't know what Patton's going to do, because he's been out a lot longer than the guys behind him, and they've got to be gaining time on him. And as we say that, it looks like he's coming down pit road.
Yep, right there. Oh, my battery's about ready to die. Normally, guys, you don't see the black box syndrome. Old Mute Dog used to get on me about that, but I had everything shut off. But my controller's starting to die just a little bit. Obviously, don't do the broadcast from the wheels, so that's what that was. So I do apologize. Yeah, this is one of those things where I wish I had Jake's stream, because I would definitely love to find out the who, when, where. But we see Private Patton coming off in that 21 spin Fluffy / Slade Mobile.
All right, I'm going to ask for a leader update and a final lap count.
There we go. Pro 75, man, I do like that pro. I like that page theme too. Obviously, very partial to camo, as the entire filler of my left arm for my tattoo sleeve is real tree camo. And the lady who did it did a great job too. But in the meantime, we're just going to go look at that plain Jane. See it every week. Can't change the scheme around. The
10
11.
laps to go.
So we are running this guy's down. Yeah, 10 to go, AJ. 10 to go. We just got it, but
21 still the leader.
all right. So Private Patton's still the leader. Again, AJ Storm. Look forward to seeing him out here. He was one of those guys we saw in the winter heat homestead race. Are one of our custom drivers here, and a custom captain next year. Stay tuned for that too. Great to have him on board. But yes, 10 to go, so we're on board with the 21, who is still the leader. So go get your fire suit. Yeah. But go get your fire suit on, AJ, and get ready, buddy. Fire that old controller up.
Looks like we got the 11 and the 24 running second and third. And then after that, I'm honestly not sure. I don't think Country has enough to get up there to him.
I don't think so either. Oh, there he is. There's Mute Dog. He hasn't said anything in the chats for I don't know how long, and now he shows up with 8 to go. Fantastic.
Oh, 75 in the wall.
Yeah, does a good job though. He keeps it up there, and I think that was one of those things. He was just,
yeah,
I think he was just trying to stay out of the leader's way.
I think we're coming to 6 to go here. I'm not sure. I kind of stopped keeping count. So if I get the laps wrong here, guys that are out there in YouTube land watching, I apologize.
I do believe that we're on 7 to go, maybe. We got to be close. Like I said,
6
I know
or 7 to go?
Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll find out either way.
Clean and green, caution free all night for these preset guys. That'll be, what, the 3rd race in a row. And there's our last week's race winner, Big Dane, getting himself locked in.
It's big. It'll be an interesting playoff battle for sure. I'm excited to see it. Got a few guys that want to win over others, but I mean, doesn't everybody? I mean, everybody's
but
got
there's
their
people out there
guy.
too who may. I don't understand it. I don't get how they say it. They hate road courses. How do you hate road courses? They may not have a good road course week, but then their second week might be the track that they really prefer too. So yeah, and that goes through all the series. Everything can definitely change here in the JCR Giggity series in the playoffs.
You know, I don't hate road courses. I hate road courses on this game. If that makes any sense. The road course mechanic in this game is not the best.
I don't like how you're not allowed to touch the curbing anymore. They went from cutting half of the Indy Roval to not even touching a curbing, and the curbing is a very big aspect in road course racing to help cars rotate at sometimes. Sometimes you want to hit them, sometimes you don't, but you're not even allowed to hardly touch it. I don't like that aspect. They straight nerfed that right there.
I think we're coming to 3 to go here. 3 or 4 to go.
And I'm clicking through the field trying to find ourselves a battle, and it doesn't appear that there seems to be any really. Everybody's single file, and Private Patton's starting to walk away. Big Day makes his way around that 18 of the A-Trout right there, and the Flirt Master. Again, man, for him to battle it out How many
Jake
times?
is creeping up on country here as the laps wind down. This is going to be an interesting battle to see.
We'll keep it on board right now. Curb is not cheating, Dirt Dog. Curb is not cheating. And somebody who does enjoy this track, I raced with him in an open lobby, even though he sent me some very hilarious pictures earlier, was the old Dirt Dog. He enjoys it here, and Jake's right to that rear bumper. The daddy gets way down loose, hits the apron, gets loose. Jake's get to his bumper. This is a battle for position, Toyota and Chevrolet. Again, both of them are locked in, but it's bragging rights right now. What's going to happen? Jake's going to go underneath him. 11's going to try to get on the brakes, back that corner up, cross him over. Yep, there he goes. He did the. Yep.
I think we're coming to one to go. Maybe, guys, maybe. I'm not going to confirm nor deny. It's a very solid maybe.
Don't want to take away from this, but if this is a white flag in the air presented by JCR, and 11 gets loose. The 11 gets loose. Jake gets around him.
Country.
Your daddy, your captain, right there for season 6, Krabby. Oh, A-Track hard in the wall right there. Oh, captain, oh, captain. In that plain Jane, nothing to see here. The 11, daddy smacks the wall hard. And that is it. These cars are it. Private patent.
Oh, hey, I was right. My solid maybe was correct, guys. Private patent. Dominating performance, I just got to say. Pretty much dominated that race.
Very much so. So I don't have the blue screen. Can you see if you can get him up there? And if not, let me see if I'll try to do it. I just don't want to have the blue screen. But great job to all of those guys. Again, thank you to JCR, our sponsor out here, for this presenting this, putting this race on. Stay tuned with us out there in YouTube Racer and to YouTube Land. We got the custom race coming up. We're going to see people get parked because all parkers always gets parked and demoted. AJ Storm's going to be out there. We're going to see all the heavy hitters of Giggity Racing in our Custom Cup Series presented by JCR coming up next. But let's see if we can get Private Patent up here to get his thoughts and opinions on that very dominating win.
Just
and crab leg left. I never cut corners either at the road course there. I don't do that, Dirt Dog. But yeah, with crab legs, I think he's trying to figure it out. We'll give it just a couple seconds here. Jake Drew puts down one burner of a lap. He was the fastest one, and crab leg joins us back right here.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Trying to invite this guy, and they changed the mechanic on me.
Yep, I get that. No problem. No harm, no foul. Give it just a couple minutes here. But thanks for being up here at Crab Legs, man. I know you got you're going to go watch that game afterwards. And good luck to all these custom guys coming up next. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for Robbie joining up here earlier. He had to bail. Again, doing double duty tonight, helping me out. But yes, fantastic job for these guys.
Yeah, pretty good race. A clean race. Can't really... There's a little bit of aggressiveness in there, which made it fun to watch and stuff. I mean,
kept saying he was running. Yeah, I kept saying he was running Fluffy scheme, but he was running the Slade. Well, I did call it the Slade and Fluffy scheme. There, it's just a number change, but got it on the 21 right here for him.
I sent him an invite. Don't know where he's at.
Hopefully he knows to that you are in the booth. Sometimes it gets confusing. You're like, why is this guy sending me an invite? So we know how that works. But again, Krabby, as a pleasure, man. Always having. It's always fun having you up here.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it, man. Happy to help a buddy out. And help, like, give these guys, these JCR guys, a good little fun race to watch. I mean, props to them for hopping on board with us. I mean, great thing they're doing, and I think it's a good thing to be associated with us over here at Giggity.
Yeah, and like I said, JCR, it is locked. It is confirmed. I have it over here. I'm fanning myself with it as we speak. The prize money for each league, each division winner is in hand over here. So JCR is stepping up real big here in Giggity. And I couldn't help but notice that we are so close to 600 subscribers out there. We're at 593. Tell your friends, hit that button, like, subscribe, tune in, join in, follow all the time. It's always a good time. Always good, well, not always good racing, but it's always exciting racing. How's about that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's always, if for one thing, it's always exciting. Maybe not like super clean, but man, you're gonna have some great finishes, and guys gonna be running each other hard. I mean, that's just how it goes here.
That's the way racing is. But yep. So, well, Private Patton, congratulations on your win tonight. Crab, thanks for joining me up here in the booth. Robbie, I know you're out there listening still too, getting taking that suit and tie off, getting in the fire suit for him. We'll see him out there in that 7 Chevrolet at the New Hampshire in the custom race. For Crab Leg, myself, again, guys, New Year's Eve. If you're not going to watch for the next one, please be safe tomorrow. Please make smart decisions. If you go out with your friends and family, always wear a mask. Keep 6 feet distance. We will be able to get through this all together. So, but for everybody else that's here in Giggity Racing, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you here in about 10 minutes.